Hi guys, it's Sky here. So last time, I have a suggestion of a unit that you can master fast to start playing in high level. This time, I bring you a list of a unit that are good for learning the games, and a lot of mechanic you learn from this unit will also be able to transfer into other unit. This unit are not necessarily easy to play, although most of them are, but they are good for learning the game. So first is Xinyan again, because he have like great mobilities, and again have a pretty decent tools all around. He's a great 3k routers. He will deal most damage from his main and his sub. This is good to teach people how to land punish, or like to shoot when people are about to land, because like you're not gonna do too much damage if you just do this, but you have to move around, and then when they're gonna land, you shoot sub when they're about to land, and something like that. And he have a pretty basic cancel route. So the cancel route is just like main into sub and then main into AC. Pretty basic, main into sub, main into AC. He also includes CSA, so that's good if you want to learn how to hold the CSA while you play, while you're shooting your main out and then you slowly increasing your CSA. That's a good thing to learn. And he can fast fall with AC. That's pretty good. You can just learn to main AC fast fall like that. Also, he have BC, which actually count as melee, so you can actually learn how to melee cancel into fast fall as well. Xinyan melee is pretty good all around, and it have multiple route. When I say route, it mean rather than just complete the combo like that, that's you just mash attack, and if you hold up while you're attacking, you get this instead. So that's a different route to actually, you know, finish the combo with. Xinyan have a couple of that. So as you can see, that one is melee to hit into up melee, deal a lot of damage, and you can do down melee after you land a melee as well. You get a kick. So Xinyan side melee is pretty good. Definitely will benefit people who try to side melee against other side melee. And he have a decent CCAP as well. So fast and have decent cut tracking. So next we have DX. You can pick either shooting burst or extend burst. I go with shooting. DX is a pretty good unit to learn MA. What I mean MA is to turn to a plane. So to do that, you press X and then double tap to one side and then hold it. Then you go into MA. With DX, you can also do main into up attack, up melee, then you turn into MA. So that make it easier to turn MA. So that will give you a lot of opportunity to learn how to control MA. And another thing is you have to utilize his MA to actually deal damage. And that is to use his missile. The missile is pretty forgiving, so you don't really have to aim at the target exactly. It will track. If you aim upward, it will shoot down automatically. So that's really good for you to learn MA. You can focus on avoiding the target while you're MA, and while you're at it, you can shoot missile and it will track. Of course, you can learn how to control MA main as well. It's much harder because you need to lock on. You have to be accurate with it because there's no tracking. But mostly you can just practice with the missile, and that's just press melee while you're MA, and it's a lot much easier. DX also have CSA. You probably wouldn't using it much, but it's there if you want to learn how to hold CSA while keep shooting. DX also have a fast fall of BC, so you can main into BC. You don't have to press main, but it's a good cancel route. So DX obviously also have a good cancel route in terms of like basic cancel route. You can main into sub or main into AC, as you can see. The fast fall though, you can also shoot backward and then fast fall when the assist is out. So that's two types of fast fall that you can learn while you're playing DX. DX have pretty good side melee. It moves quite a bit and quite fast. Then you can press BC to transfer to a powerful finisher. That's 274 damage just like that. And of course he also have Garobi. It does a lot of damage, and he can also chain main to 2B as well. So that helps in terms of keeping the ammo up. DX also have a reliable super. It's pretty much just the Garobi, but there's two other units help you shot out the Garobi as well. and it have pretty good muscle correction. So next, for 2.5k, we have Dio with extend burst. So Dio have like this floating property where he take longer to fall down. Some unit will have this like strike freedom and Dio. So if you want to learn a floaty unit, this is a good unit to pick up and learn. He only have 5 main, so you have to be really careful not to spam them and lose all of them. You want to be shooting when someone is about to land and conserve your main. You can also do that by chaining into sub. Again, have a pretty decent cancel, basic cancel route. You can main into sub and then shoot another main to complete it, or you can main into AC, which also is a fast fall. You can fast fall from AC, and then there's a unit that help you guard a projectile coming in, and it will also shoot out when you shoot as well. Again, it does have a CSB, which count as melee, so you actually can cancel out into assist fast fall. Also, Dio have a pretty high mobility as well, so it's pretty good unit to actually move around with. Dio also have pressure, which is busy, which make him have a pretty high self-defense. His melee is pretty good. Side melee is pretty reliable to crash with other side melee, or actually quickly side melee and caught people off guard, and very easy to combo into. Like you can do this, and then you can shoot if you want, or you can do this and then assist, and it will still hit. Another good melee to mention is EXVS. It have pretty high priority, so you can use this to crash into other melee. Really reliable. This is a good way to learn melee priority as well. 2B is a grab where you can mash and then it does more damage. So this another really good thing. Let me use all the bursts first. So 2B have a property that will give you more awaken when you grab them and mash. So you get burst, you get gauge as you melee people. As you can see, you get that much. But if you 2B, look at this. You get much more. And this is good for you to learn to use extend burst, because extend burst is the hardest burst to learn. Because you need to flip right away when they hit you the first time. If you take longer than that, you're slowly losing value. And if you're too low on health, you can't flip. So having 2B to get your burst faster allow you to actually have more room to spare and try to practice with the extend burst. And again, you can easily add 2B into your melee string by step cancel. They all also possess a decent CCXB, which again can be chained to other melee easily. The old super can be chained from melee pretty easily, so you can learn how to do that. Next, we have Axia. You pick fighting burst with him. So Axia, why not the easiest unit to learn? He possesses a lot of tools that can be transferred into other units. He have the best tool that other units have as well. So first of all, he doesn't have regular main though, but his main is a multi-shot. But one of the things that you will learn a lot from playing Axia is how to use cancel route, because his cancel route compared to the unit that I've been shown so far, his cancel route, there's a lot of 3-step cancel route compared to just 2-step. So for example, main sub into another sub, that's 3-step, right? Main sub into another sub, or main sub EXVS, main sub 2B. So rather than just like finish with main sub, ladder unit, you can actually add to another, you can add more with Axia. And he have a pretty decent reload speed on all his tools. He have CSA as well, so you can learn to add that onto your arsenal by holding CSA and still be able to apply pressure and move around. Not only that, his BC, which is like a movement too. So this is side BC, this is 2 BC, or down BC. He also possesses a fast moving BC that will teach you how to actually use them in green lock to get away. You can use them in green lock to get away, or you use them to move around the map compared to actually using normal boost dash. You can also add store with Axia if you go high up enough, and then you spam 2 BC. So that's also something to learn. Axia also have a fast fall with AC, so you can learn that as well. And you can use BC to cancel into fast fall as well, as you can see from side stepping. You can also learn to combo someone all the way from overheating position. For example, Axia possess both average melee. So side melee again both average, and you can hold up to actually go into another melee set. AB have really high priorities, and you can chain into main. You can go into another route by pressing shoot. You see this already to throw a dagger route. Lastly, we have X2. You can pick any burst: shooting, extend, or fighting burst. I'll go with shooting. So X2 is a 2k anti-beam cloak unit. His mobility is lower than most units that I show you so far, but if you take off the cloak, his mobility become pretty decent. You have the basic chain, like main into sub, main into AC, main into BC. You have a charge shot here which you can learn to charge while shooting your main. Most of his 2 though, it will not hit people while they were moving, so you will have to actually try to learn how to actually land punish people by timing. So when they're about to land, you want to shoot, or throw sub out, main sub, or obviously get roll B to punish. PC is reloadable cloak, so if this cloak run out because someone destroyed it, it will recharge and then you can put it back on. Now when you play, you can keep the cloak on or cloak off, up to you, but when you take it on or off, you can fast forward it if you in a vernier animation. So for example, back turn or CSA. X2 melee is pretty decent as well. Is not amazing, but quite good for a 2k shooter unit. So side melee is decently speed. You actually can compete with other side melee, and you have a 2B that grab people in. Apart from that, you have a super that actually can hit from the green lock. The assist, it will chase him even though you shoot it in the green locks. See, it's still tracked. Still do 200 damage. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. If you have any more questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you'd like to support me, feel free to subscribe for more video. And I also stream on Twitch every day, 9 AM PST time. If you have time or have any question, don't hesitate to stop by so we can have a chat.